Yeah.
I just made a happy Mother's Day for them just now.
For OG Murda?
Yeah, everybody, I say happy Mother's Day to OG Murda, Dogface, Uncle Bang, Murda Munchie, Cheeto at the Catio Pastor. I just sent them a happy Mother's Day while I was in the car out there before I came here. And I said, I hope y'all didn't get nothing for Mother's Day, and I hope y'all have a bad day today. I just dropped that few right before I came here. That was a situation with me and Juvie on. But Juvie never addressed it. He never answered me because, you know, they knew I'd be looking for opportunities like that. Because when Jizzle came home, calling me a rat, me and him went at, I made $18,000 on Jizzle that month, dissing him.
Yeah.
So I look forward to the online beef.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
So it ain't never gonna come a day where all y'all sit down and clear shit up.
No, because think about this. I've been home 4 years and like 4 months now.
Gotcha.
The older I get, the stubborn I get, or the older I get, the more I be like, you know what, it ain't worth it no more. Because I needed to sit down with the family when y'all was hot, cutting up on social media where I could have made me some money. Now we old broke down men just sitting down grumpy. Man, I beat it. I don't need you now.
I feel you. I
don't want to talk about it now. We old now. We're gonna get out of it now. Things change. The youngsters run social media right now.
Yes and no.
I'm gonna say this. No, I'm gonna say this again. The young people run social. Let me tell you why. You know, back in the day when Wayne and Juvie was coming up, the big wig, the Universals, all the big machines, they the one dictated who was gonna be the hot artist. Radio play, beating the people over the head.
Yeah.
So now you got people hard listen to the radio now. So now you got the youngsters on social media. They gonna decide who gonna be the hot artist now by playing the music.
Yeah.
It's the youngsters running the world, running this stuff now, bro. Social media.
I got you.
Now us old heads, we still gotta live like me. Like I might say something. You got some of the little hood gangsters get online and be like, "Oh hey, you forfeited that. You ain't got no right to speak on this. You lost that right and da right." But then I be saying to myself, hey, sometimes, you know, we need to think before we speak. We need to think 3 times before we speak, because if I forfeited this, or everything I did is null, void, whatever they want to say is no good, is out the window. 2 things. 1, tell the victim's family and all my other ops, oh, he a rat now, don't attack him now, because that don't count no more. And number 2 is, why you commenting under my comments?
Yeah.
If it's over with for me. I get so many youngsters' attention, bro. I might say, man, y'all country, y'all slow, y'all dressing, y'all, oh, hey, you don't know, they be going there and be like, all right, now you know who I am, your friends know who I am, and I'm about to get some of your followers now.
So you just playing the game. So
of course.
I know one person that you kind of be having some go back and forth with, OG Murda.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I just made a happy Mother's Day for them just now.
For OG Murda?
Yeah, everybody, I say happy Mother's Day to OG Murda, Dogface, Uncle Bang, Murda Munchie, Cheeto at the Catio Pastor. I just sent them a happy Mother's Day while I was in the car out there before I came here. And I said, I hope y'all didn't get nothing for Mother's Day, and I hope y'all have a bad day today. I just dropped that few right before I came here.
So you pretty, what I read that as is you calling them bitches.
They are.
Okay.
Uh-huh. What?
Yes. I mean, shit, come on, they spit it out.
So this is the thing. Okay, like when I got out, I called OG Murda Sissy Mo, because his nickname was Moby at first. He came with OG Murda as a little video, you know, online. But when I come home, he made a video dissing me. And I was like, man, what is this dude? Then the dude called himself Pastor in a wheelchair. He was dissing. I was like, man, what? And the dude at the cat. So man, who is the clown? What did dude playing on me? So people started telling me, oh, they trolling. What the world is trolling?
Right.
I didn't know what that meant, because I'm not used to playing. So once I learned, I said, oh, this is that social media. So this is how they cracking jokes. You know, Joseph, we call Joseph. I'm like, I do this in jail. I'm used to this here. I come up doing this here. Oh, they want to play. Let's get it. So I had to study and learn it. And I started telling people, listen, man, online, you got to have bulletproof emotions. So once I learned that and started getting my followers up, then I started attacking them back. Because at first I was like, I didn't know the magnitude of social media. Because when Boosie said something about me, I was at work. It's during COVID. I just put my phone up and I respond back to him. And then the next day I went live, I had 5,000 people in my live. And it kind of spooked me because I was like, man, it's 5,000 people watching me. I don't know who you are, what you doing, but you see me. And that kind of like, whoa, it kind of scared me a little bit.
And like a nigga sitting in the back seat.
Yeah, man, like, what the world? You know, this stuff was crazy, bro. So once I seen, and that's why I started calling myself the people champ. Because when Boosie dissed me on Twitter, a lot of people was taking my side. And I was like, oh, man, I'm a people champ.
Yeah.
So I took that and ran with it. So like when you hear OG Murda and all them calling themselves people champ or using wine, they all following me. They was on, and a lot of them irritated because they was online way before me. OG Murda was on Bingo, whatever that is, on different little sites trying to get on. It wasn't until I respond to him with that podcast in New Orleans, then he started getting a little momentum. So he was on, I run New Orleans now. I done took over my voice in New Orleans. I'm like, I'm not local. I'm universal.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be stagnated running New Orleans. You can have New Orleans. But your followers gonna know who I am because you talk about me so much.
Yeah.
And that's how I got a lot of women followers too, from him too. Dissing me and the people go, let me see him. Let me, OG, we like you, you cool. So I win, bro. Whenever somebody diss me online, I'm gonna look at their views. If their views are high and I can exploit the situation, then I'm gonna attack. But if you diss me and you ain't got, man, beat it. I'm not trying to help you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't diss down. You know?
So did you know OG Murda from back in the day?
Never. He was under me. He a little boy. He wasn't doing that. He wasn't in the street. He a junkie. We don't city to make a junkie famous.
Yeah.
And see, what happens is OG Murda talks bad about children, women, and all that. And there's a lot of women that follow, they like to laugh. And I be like, it's crazy how y'all could sit there and let this man talk bad about women and children and key until he get on one of y'all. And that's what happens, a pattern, right? Let me show you. OG Murda was saying something about me one time. Then somebody sent me a screenshot with Boosie in there laughing, right? Right after that, some kind of way hippie Boosie got into it. So now he back going, hold on, boy. Like, hold up, man, I don't like this. Now you playing my cash cow. Because Boosie, how I made my living, right? But I'm like, that's what y'all get. Y'all get up under these posters laughing when they talk about me. And then when it flips, now he down on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I be like, you want to kiss Bush, happy because he had one of your ops online, but now he turned on you. OG Booby Black, another one. In the chat laughing. Somebody sent it to me. I said, nah, the minute that work get out on him or somebody come forward to do at the tent wall talk about him, then he gonna be mad. Because because he don't have no pics. So it's like, yeah, you can laugh and play with me now, but I'm gonna get you later. Or if something come out, I got you, right? It's like the little boy at the Cali or Tokyo. Him and Murda was tight at one time. And then he got on Murda, but going off on Murda, but Murda don't really answer him because the little dude don't get a lot of views, but the little dude be tearing Murda up.
Yeah.
But Murda, I ain't gonna, because I done learned the game now. Murda watched, they all watched and studied me. Bro, think about this. When I come home, it was quiet. The only one who was making noise in the city of New Orleans was Keith Carroll. Everybody should be tuning to his show. And his show was just about gossip and mess with women and females and stuff like that. When I come home and got online, started telling hood stories, started talking about, because the spotlight was on Chicago. I said, give me some of that. I put it over here on New Orleans. So I started telling them hood stories. So then a lot of hood dudes started telling their hood stories, started getting online. Started talking, because I made it cool for them hood dudes to get on there and go doing all that.
Gotcha.
They wasn't doing that at first. I turned the internet up, bro. Like the other day, I got into it with Dogface, Uncle Bang cousin Murda Munchie, and I spoke on Vlad as well, where I got my start at. I shook the internet up a little bit, then I got booked for 2 interviews in New Orleans now. Then I got one in Houston. I'm waiting for him to confirm. Oh no, I got one in Dallas on the 15th.
So pretty much the more shit you talk, the better it is.
Yeah, I just go, I don't take that stuff serious. I just go, I know they're going to go hard on me for about a week straight.
Yeah.
Because of my name. And then after that, I'm going to get interviews. If you notice this here, think about this, bro. As much as we hear about OG Murda on Instagram, right? Because he got banned, Juvie banned him from YouTube. As much as we hear about him, you notice he don't get booked to do interviews. He not a street dude. He don't have a story.
Yeah.
He had one time he used to ride BG testicles, Birdman testicles. But then when he found out, oh, I could diss them, people want to see this, people want to hear this. But he's not getting booked to do interviews. So he just sitting in that female house he stayed by in the East and just talking. He gonna get anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 views. That's it. And he happy for that attention. Me, I be wanting more, trying to strive to get big. But him, somebody who ain't never had nothing, never had no attention. So it's like that's something for him.
So let me ask you this: how was that transition? Because you know the street life is a little different than the internet. You know the street life is like completely different. So somebody doing that until you're in the streets, it's gonna turn into a whole different situation. Then you get on the internet, and now you're learning that same thing. You pretty much having to relearn everything. You get what I'm saying? What was that transition like? When did it click?
When I first got out, after I had that talk with Birdman, I knew like, okay, so I don't got the CMR backing. I ain't much. Well, I don't have a line on Wayne where I go, Wayne, what's up? I'm home. Can you throw me something? I don't got a phone. No, I can't even contact Wayne. Me and Turk talk. I did an interview on Turk channel.
Yeah.
I ain't much help Turk get on Real Life Street Stars, Real Tunes out of Houston.
Yeah.
I plugged them and get money. When Beehive, who Turk do the podcast with, when he just shot me out, talking about me and somebody that was his favorite, or GDP was his favorite two people in New Orleans to go to get New Orleans news from. When Turk like backed off me or didn't want to be seen with me online anymore because he thinking Birdman are gonna be mad with him because that's when the hot ball was first trying to get together.
Yeah.
But he didn't know that wasn't the play. The play was he had talked about them on Drink Champs.
Yeah.
And I made a video about it, and everybody, a lot of people thought I was capping and they didn't know what I was talking about. But I'm like, come on, man, I read everything. I study everybody. That's what I do. So once I realized that I was on my own, and then I did this video on OG Booby Bag, Black, and Big Meech, and I got a lot of views for it. I was like, whoa, hold on. So I just started telling hood stories.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what got me out. And then when I realized people were coming for me, started cussing and dissing me, I said, oh, it's like the rap game.
Okay.
If I diss you and answer you back, you're going to blow up. You're going to, you know, because people, the internet love lies. The internet love gossip, beef.
Drama.
Right? They don't want to hear the truth. That's bull. Because if you think about it, you can only talk about so much. You ain't do that much in your life. You know? So I realized like recently, like with Dawg facing it, they'll tell a story about me. You never been to the Fed, you never been around me. You don't know nobody, you know, that was on a compound with me. You only hear these rumors, so you take them to the internet run. Your fan base who really locked into you going to listen to what you say because they like you.
Yeah.
They don't really care about the story. They just care you talking about something. And like he got a clown calling from jail now. I'm like, what am I like arguing with a dude from jail? Man, I'm where you trying to get at. You was out here, you jacked it off. So I'm like, man, I'm definitely about to answer that. Then he coming with lies. And I'd be like, y'all supposed to be stand up men, supposed to be real dudes, but y'all telling lies. How do you really feel about lying on me?
Because Dogface went as far as what like to what hint at that you was gay or some shit.
That's what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So he get in, and I talked about him. He had these shorts on to come all the way up his thighs, right? So he get in the comment, he say, look at that. You spent all that time talking about my short. That exposed your mindset. Something he said, right? So I go back under his part, I say, well, you talking about, I say, you worrying about where my penis been in jail, that exposed your mindset. Because you wasn't in the Fed with me, you listen to these rumors, you going off these lies, and you just spitting them out your mouth. You know, as a man, I'm like, but then I said, you know what, the internet, street dude, two things, street dudes don't like, call him a rat or a snitch. I mean, you call him a gay, you call him a fag, or a rat, they gonna like that. But I learned, I'm like, you know what? Ain't nothing you can say to get up under my skin because once my family disown me, I'm like, let's get it how you live out here now. Say, but let me tell you something. I've never in my life indulged in homosexual activity. But to Dogface, then once one person started the rumor, they'll just take it and run with it.
Yeah.
But my thing be, as long as no homosexual on the street don't pull up on me with that stuff, I don't care what you say online. It's how we say back in the day, sticks and stone may break my bone. Words never hurt me.
So let me ask you this. So let's say Dogface OG Murda, Uncle Bang, all of them walking here right now. What happened?
For me, nothing. I don't have a problem with them. All them names you just named diss me first.
Yeah.
That's why I got the name Mr. Answer Right Back. I never started, because when I come home, my mind was on helping the children. I got my nonprofit. So I didn't want to see the children see me, so that's why I respond to certain people accordingly. Like, take Dogface. When I first was going at Boost, Dogface to be in my DM. Well, y'all like that? Yeah, we exchanged phone numbers and everything. Dogface is a jock rider. I call him Lap Dog now because he suck on people. He keep his face in the man's lap. So my thing was for him, he was jocking BG at one time. Turn on Jizzle. Go look at all his little stories, right? He was doing this, like he'll take this out. You don't know. And then he told on the dude, he did a statement on a person. And got a dude do it in time. So this is the crazy part, right? So for Dogface, he was in my DM when I went to Jacksonville. Man, let's do a boxing tournament. Let's take the fight. Like we can make us some money. He in my DM, right? We going in. We talking about. He's sending me stuff on other people who told. I said, man, I ain't interested in that stuff. I'm telling myself, you done told. Why you sending me stuff on somebody else told? So when I went check my DM another day, he deleted all his stuff. I said, some sucker stuff here. I don't be into all this old screen. Look at it. So, okay, let's push him to the side. Uncle Bang. So this is how me and Uncle Bang fall out. Now, mind you, I didn't help Uncle Bang get interviews. He called me for information on how to do YouTube. Like I done met his son. I see he lying to somebody in the comment about, oh, me and Gangsta never hung out. We just did the interview together. That's cap. We hung out in Atlanta. We made plans to go, hang out. He come by my studio. They been to my house. His son had slept over at the house, But I'm like, okay, if you feel good doing that, cool. Now, his cousin was following me. So I'm thinking, okay, what is it? This white dude here, cool. The cousin following me. So he going up on BG. I'm like, man, ease up. That's all I say. So he go to Bang or something. He make a video. Terrence, you want to jump in front of that penis for Jizzle and da-da-da-da. I holler at Bang. Bang told me don't mess with that, but I'm hard head. But I'm like, well, first of all, you following me. So you follow me, I'm thinking it's all right. So I'm thinking it's okay for me to say, hey, ease. I didn't say, man, you a job. I just say, man, ease up on Jizzle. Because I know Jizzle thinking how I be thinking sometimes. Man, when I was in the street, man, y'all wouldn't have sneezed around me. You wouldn't have heard you. You wouldn't have did that around me.
Yeah.
So now you playing, right? But I did it, respect, man, ease up. He make a video going on, whoa, hold on, boy. He named joints. I've been to this joint, Polak. He had my attention. Because that joint jumping. When he went to naming Terry Hutter, boy, let's drop our yards. So either you just snitched or you did something where you want to drop, boy, knock it off. I done grew up in the feds. I know all the yards. And I just said, oh, so your husband Bang told you that? So Bang jump in. Oh, yeah, you rat, you snitched. And all the while Bang then gave a statement. Then Fox a Million put the paperwork out on Bang. Bang going there, oh, you don't want to worry about that rat stuff. You just called me and Jizzle a rat, but this man put the paperwork on you. And now you go talk about it. I said, these dudes are hilarious, bro. They clowns. They seek the attention, but I'm like, I ain't never done nothing to Bang, never disrespect, never got out the way with him. So people hit me, you Bang running the play? No, we're not running the play. I don't play with dudes like that. If I accept you as a brother, we tight, and you call me a rat, you been wanting to call me a rat.
Yeah.
So ain't no sense of us going back to being friends. I don't play the back and forth stuff. That's kiddie stuff. I like to have fun online and make money, but me and you would never be cool ever again in life. The rest of the dudes, like Fox and Mindy, me and him went at it before. That's why I put a diss him too. Man, on my Mother's Day thing. I just thought about it. Left it. Boy, you got away, Fox and Mindy.
I don't know, man. So, I ain't gonna lie, see the way you talk about this shit, it sounds like you this your way of murdering the nigga.
Yeah, I have my fun. Bro, let me explain what I learned. For me, there's nothing you could say. So the only thing you could do that'll bring me back to the streets, harm my mother, my children, or Bird or Slim.
Yeah.
I'm out there head first. Jizzle, I'm out there head first. But other than that, online, it's open, it's fair game for me. I know what come with this social media stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm making, bro, I was doing the interview with the dude last month, and I went in my YouTube studio and I was just showing them the numbers, and I didn't realize since I've been home, I made $530-something thousand on social media. I shocked myself. He was like, man, I ain't trust. Yo, this is my analytics right here. So that frustrates them as well. Even Bang, like man, why? Like they'll do it. Like he just ran to YouTube to talk about, put my name in the title and this and Jizzle. And I'm keep trying to wonder, what did Jizzle do to him for him to make video? You cow, you see the man on grown man stuff, on other stuff, and you instead of jabbing, Jizzle's not gonna answer you. You're nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, what's wrong with these dudes? But then I thought, a lot of them get frustrated because a lot of them be on social media so long and they can't catch that break they're looking for. They ain't getting the money they're looking for. And I constantly be throwing that money in their face. That be irritating the mess out of them, bro. They be like, man, this rat, come on, get all this money. Why I can't?
Yeah.
I'm a stand-up dude.
Yeah.
The stand-up dude's not winning, bro. I'm just saying, listen, think about this here. Everybody who been associated, and I'm not saying it's a good thing, y'all. 6ix9ine. Killing the game. 6ix9ine go on Vlad, do numbers, get money, getting paid. What they label him. Gunna, what they labeled him, but had one of the best albums of the year or whatever, good album coming out. You know, everybody they putting that title on, or whoever did whatever they did, that's who winning. Because I always tell people, a gangster don't come to the internet to listen to other gangsters. Because they already know how they're gonna spend. They already know how to sell drugs. They already know how to finesse abroad. They already know how to dress. Well, I'm a gangster from New Orleans. What I want to come online and look at a gangster from Houston for?
Yeah.
I don't care what you doing, what lean you sipping, or how you drive the car with the folks hang, whatever you do, that's what you do in Houston. I'm in New Orleans. But a gangster gonna come to the internet to see why this other gangster broke pressure bust pipes. Because we always say, man, I never tell, I never fold, I never do this. And I always tell people, never say never. Because I thought I wanted to get a tattoo with all rats must die. I had all kind of ideas. I couldn't stand rats. I hated them. So you never know till you put in that situation if it's the one you can try to wiggle out. Look how Dawg got in his thing and say, I keep my word. Don't tell the world, though. He made a joke of it. But you still being interrogated. So it was a problem, you know? But for me, bro, I'm enjoying it because I get paid. I'm really able to keep a roof over 3 houses.
Yeah. So what about the people that would say you sacrificed your principles for financial gain?
Bring on the money. So now I'm just saying, listen, bro. Check this out.